Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today, we will learn about the types of pipe fittings. There are many types of pipe fittings. Common classifications of pipe fittings are shown in the table. Next, from classification by purpose and classification by connection method, we will explore the types and uses of common pipe fittings in chemical pipelines. The first category is pipe fittings classified by purpose. First, pipe fittings are used for pipeline connections. Flanges. A flange is a disc-shaped component, which is most commonly found in pipelines. Its function is to connect pipe ends, connect equipment inlets and outlets, and connect two pieces of equipment. Flange connection refers to a detachable connection formed by flanges, gaskets, and bolts as a combined sealing structure. Flanges are used in pairs. A sealing gasket is placed between the two flanges. There are holes on the flanges, and bolts make the two flanges closely connected. According to the chemical industry standards, flanges can be divided into integral flange, threaded flange, plate flat welding flange, neck butt welding flange, neck flat welding flanges, socket welding flange, butt welding ring loose flange, lined flange covers, etc. In addition to the flange, the pipe fittings used for pipe connection are also commonly used, such as live pipe joints, pipe hoops, clamps, sleeves, etc. Second, pipe fittings for changing direction. Pipe fittings for changing pipeline direction include elbows and bends and so on. Among them, elbows mainly include 45 degrees, 90 degrees, and 180 degrees, which are the most commonly used. Third, pipe fittings for changing pipe diameter. Pipe fittings used for connecting pipes of different sizes mainly include reducing pipes and reducing elbows. Reducing pipes are also called reducers, depending on the position of the symmetrical axis. They are divided into concentric reducers and eccentric reducers. Among them, concentric reducers are generally used in vertical pipelines. On the other hand, the eccentric reducers is flat on one side, which is beneficial for venting or draining. They are usually used in horizontally installed pipelines, such as at the pump inlet shown in the right figure. Reducing elbows are pipe fittings that connect pipes of two different diameters to change direction. There are two types: 90 degrees reducing elbows with threaded connections, and ordinary reducing elbows. Fourth, pipe fittings for adding branches include T's and crosses, mainly used where the main pipeline needs to branch. Among them, T's come in T-shape and Y-shape. They have equal diameter ports as well as reducing ports. They are used where three pipes of the same or different sizes converge. Fifth, pipe fittings are used for pipeline sealing. Commonly used pipeline sealing fittings include blind flanges, spectacle blinds, pipe plugs, and pipe caps. Among them, blind flanges are also called blank flanges. One of their functions is to seal the end of a pipeline. Another function is to facilitate the removal of debris from the pipeline during maintenance. Spectacle blinds have a blind end on one side and a throttle ring on the other side. However, the diameter is the same as the pipeline diameter, but it does not function as a throttle. Spectacle blinds are convenient to use. When isolation is needed, the blind end is used. When normal operation is needed, the throttle ring end is used. Pipe plugs are externally threaded fittings used to block the internal threads at the end of a pipeline. Pipe caps are used to seal the end of a pipeline. Sixth, expansion joints. Expansion joints are also called compensators or expansion bellows. They are designed to compensate for additional stress caused by temperature differences and mechanical vibrations, and are flexible structures installed on container shells or pipelines. They can reduce noise and vibration. Next, let's learn about pipe fittings classified by connection method, mainly including welding, threaded connections, flange connections, socket connections, and so on. First, welding. Welded pipe fittings are connected to the pipeline through welding. Welding is the connection method used for most pressure pipelines. It can be used for various pressures and temperatures, but it is not detachable after welding. Second, flange connections. Flange-connected pipe fittings are connected to the pipeline through flanges. Its advantages include high connection strength, good sealing, and ease of installation and disassembly. Third, threaded connections. Threaded pipe fittings are connected to the pipeline using threads. Its advantages include ease of installation and disassembly, simple operation, and no need for special construction equipment. Fourth, socket connections. Socket-connected pipe fittings involve inserting one end of the fitting into the socket of another fitting. Then, sealing material is filled at the joint for sealing. This connection method is relatively simple to operate, and it has good sealing properties. It is commonly used in some drainage pipelines, gas pipelines, etc. That's all for today's lesson. Next, let's consolidate the knowledge we learned today through a few exercises.